Welcome everyone to beautiful Brussels, Belgium. We're here at the UCI Bmx Freestyle World Cup. This is the second stop of the year. We're here at the Bmx Freestyle Park for men. The finals are about to happen, and we're sharing booth here. I'm sharing booth here with the one and only Daniel Dares. What's up, Daniel?
How are you, Axel? How are you, everyone? Psyched to be here, man. This is exciting for me.
Definitely, man. How are you feeling about being in Brussels? This is a beautiful city. Just look at the scenery.
Dude, it's amazing. It's beautiful here. I went around. I came here a long time ago. It was raining. It was crazy. I came back this time and I love it. This is a cosmopolitan city.
Just look at the views and all the museums and stuff we can see at the city. I just did a view of stops that we just see on the screen right now. I just went to this place with this gigantic metal spheres and walked around the city. This place right here.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Huge parks and stuff. And the location right now is just beautiful. Here, people are sitting down in the grass in front of this amazing park designed and built by Hurricane Parks, which we can talk about because it's a really tight, compact park with some nice features, right?
It's interesting. Yes, you have your typical box jump, spine, long and low, but you also have a couple crazy features like the spine step-up thing, and you have the big spokes on the side of the course. This course you have to work, man. It's definitely not an easy park. You have to get creative. Some stuff you gotta find the speed. Yeah, and I think if you didn't see semifinals, you're in for a treat, man, because everyone is able to do all their harder stuff here.
There's some the features that are hard to hit, like this sub-box spine thing, and also usually we see this spine, the step-up spine, and the box. Some features that we see at every stop, but today we have that mid piece that we just spoke before that you three-whipped yesterday. You're only riders doing such a big trick on that box. And here we have the ranking, the overall ranking with Rem leading, with Logan Martin, John, Nick Bruce, Christopher, Fox, Dowell, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗓𝗦, Maligno, Hosestores, Dares, and Jones. That's the overall ranking, and we're looking forward to see the finals for men on this BMX park.
Oh yes, and there we have the French team supporting 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗓. 𝗦𝗢𝗓 has come a long way, so one of the favorites to watch here. Dude, yesterday's semis was insane because it felt like a finals.
Yes, we're looking at some of the highlights from last night here at the screen, and we have John right there. Oh, look at that. Just like the transfer on that gap, and we see Jason Watts with those 360s, and also Declan Brooks. Some of the gaps we've seen yesterday from Declan, and some of the execution from that double flare from Kieran Riley, and just
yesterday was insane, man.
It felt like a final, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't make it in.
Hey, I'm happy that you're here now.
No, I'm happy to be here too. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Just look at the double flip.
Yeah, and it's insane because just now, like Brian double flip in practice, and I don't know if it was you or Catfish, like double flip in practice. I was like, yeah, man, that's the level.
We got here the format of the competition on this final: 12 riders, 2 heats of 6 riders each, 2 60-second runs, best run counts. We got 2 heats. And then we have the judging criteria: difficulty, variety of tricks, flow and style, originality, execution, and use of the course. We also talk about the risk taken on some of those tricks. We got the best team of judges. And look at the lineup of riders right here. We got Zach Catfish on the course doing the introduction. Look at the judges. We got Brian Kaczynski as a head judge, and then we have Dave Cleworth, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗦, Pokey, Christy Hughes, Luka Kovic, and Marcus Wilkie.
Yes, probably the hardest job in this entire place, man.
Yes, but we do have the best team.
We do.
But yeah, it isn't easy to come up with a number for some of this amazing runs.
Representing the United States, doing it for Monster Energy, Justin Dowell. Riding from the United States of America, sponsored by Suburban Cycles, Brian Fox. representing Costa Rica and Red Bull, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗓.
That's amazing. Like, he definitely represents Costa Rica, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Great Britain. It's sponsored by 𝗦𝗢𝗗𝗏, James Jones.
Strong rider. We've just seen him have a bit of a, crash on.
Oh man, it was crazy. He bounced off the floor. He aired the floor.
And he's back in here. So
make some noise for Anthony 𝗤𝗔𝗡𝗔𝗜. The #1 BMX rider in Argentina, representing Monster Energy, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗓.
qué bueno ver a Maligno aquí en la final.
Riding from the UK, sponsored by Hobson Cycles, make some noise for Sean Cornell.
So much power on the riding from Sean Cornell.
Yeah, man, this is his first ever World Cup
Riding
finals.
for Team USA, representing Rockstar, Nick Bruce. Riding for Team
Just joined the GB team. Kieran Riley having a great season.
Riley!
First event as a Team GB and first finals in a World Cup.
Yes.
Presenting Team
Another
GB
Team
and
GB
TNC,
rider,
let him
this
in,
time Declan Brooks, bronze medalist. Well, I'm next to a silver medalist for myself. I'm proud.
USA, Marcus Christopher!
Marcus, the young promise from the US, man.
Wow.
This kid's
Inhaling
so much power.
So impressed on the runs yesterday.
Olympic gold medalist riding for Rockstar, Logan Martin!
Always good to see Logan.
Brussels, these are your finalists. Let them hear you!
Thanks, Zach. Catfish on the course just introduced all the riders from everywhere in the world. We got riders from different continents, and that's gonna be such a good show. Looking for a big party here of riders. Justin Dowell, Brian Fox, Ken Intencio, James Jones, Anthony John, Jose Torres Maligno, Sean Cornell, Nick Bruce, Kieran Riley, Declan Brooks, Marcus Christopher, and Logan Martin. You just mentioned the young promise from the US, Marcus Christopher.
Yes, man, he rides with so much power. Every time he's on the course, practice, contest, whatever, dude, he is non-stop, and he's crazy. The way he pumps the ramps, like you see, he's a very aggressive rider, man. And
looking up here, this is the first heat of riders. Heat #1, and then we have heat #2. 2 runs, 60 seconds each. Best round counts.
And it's crazy. This finals is just stacked, man. Like to get in here, everybody had to send it yesterday. And it's gonna be interesting. You have Justin, a rider that's super technical, and then you have Kenneth, who's a bit of a sender. You have all sorts of styles, like Maligno goes so high, and then, Logan, who's such a calculated rider.
Oh, we love having complete different riding. We just mentioned 2 heats of 6 riders each. First rider on course coming from the US. Team USA doing it for Monster Energy. This is Justin Dowell. He bar double whip, having a bit of a problem there in the first hit of the box.
And that's the hard part, man. Is like, he's probably gonna wave it off just because, like, he knows there will be no possible way that he can win an event with such a mistake.
Right.
These events are so intense these days that if you don't start with your biggest banger, and make it clean, there's no possible way you'll be in podium.
Yeah, that's not a mistake at the end of the run. That was just the begin.
Yeah,
begin the run, and it's hard to just go from there.
And just how, like, run 1, first guy to go, like, nerves are through the roof.
Right.
It is kind of, this first run, I always say, is kind of tough because you kind of want to put a score on the board. And
then go from there.
But, dude, you got to start with so much heat,
Got Brian Fox going next, also from the U.S. We just saw him double flipping in practice. Hey, you can see the flags. The wind is picking up a little bit. We just talked about the weather factor before. But we just saw him riding in practice, double flipping the box like it was nothing. So Brian Fox right now is going to be sending that first round of 60 seconds.
Brian's such an interesting dude to watch ride, man. Look at that double flip, no problem.
Just smooth landing.
That was his breakfast, straight to flare down whip.
Yes, on that judge's quarter next to the judges. That's huge.
And so smooth too. Look at this, 3 down whip up, just like nothing. What are we gonna have here?
1080. Just 3 rotations.
Dude. And it's crazy because Brian is another powerful rider, man. Look at that air in the barrel wall. Like,
yeah.
Over the coping.
Flare in the gap. We just talked about the gap a while ago. That's a 5-meter gap in between those ramps, and he just flared it.
Dude, it's so crazy to watch Brian because he kind of disappeared for a minute there. I didn't see him for a while, and then he comes out of the woodwork just doing all of this, no problem.
He's 7, he 1080. 2 rotations, 3 rotations.
Oh, no.
That's a Superman Seagraph Indian Air in the quarter, having a problem. Last seconds there, that was in the run. It was 5 seconds to go. Strong riding.
Yeah, and that will cost him. And that's the crazy part is like, you know, the whole run is such a high-level run. And, you know, you get towards the end, and you're like, okay, I need to finish strong also. And something like this happens. So, you know, he's going to have to definitely go all in and clean this up for run number 2.
Urban Sessions Brussels here. Let's see the replay on that double flip. Just perfect execution.
Like nothing. And that's what you were asking me, like, why does he do it in practice? It's like, that's the level of riding today. You have to do your bangers in practice to make sure they feel as easy as they should be, because the entire run, you have to be packing so much, you know? Like, Brian did not hold back, like, just how he tanned the spine and then, you know, flared the channel. And it's just so unfortunate this happened. Like, oh, he spun a little bit. And
that would have been a great ender for that run. It was 5 seconds left, and that would have been the last trick. So, just before the buzzer, we got 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗦 on course. Meantime, we see the results for that first round of Brian Fox, 64-20. I just said before, if someone represents Costa Rica and Red Bull, this is 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗦.
Yes, yes. And Kenneth is an awesome rider. He puts in so much work, man. I don't know if anyone out there rides and works out as much as Kenneth, man. And it's been awesome to watch him grow since the first time he came to my house and just ate cereal for like 2 weeks. I'm like, damn, this guy likes cereals a lot. And he was like, no, man, I didn't have any money. I was like, oh, dude, you just said something. Let's eat some meat or something. But yeah, and you know, Kenneth, what I like from him is like, he will ride to the max.
Oh, yeah.
The entire run.
Look at just the starter. He's up there because he's going to drop a flare. It's a flare drop starter. That's maybe the only rider, you know, able to start a run like that.
Yeah, yeah, and so consistent too. It's just awesome, and that just proves how much work he puts. Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's like nothing.
That's a great start.
And look at this. Oh, my God.
Backwards on the box with that 360 flip.
And a 1080.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Dude, Kenneth just starting with everything he's got. Just absolute powerhouse. That 3 flip on the box backwards, no one does that.
That's an amazing
People had 7 before, but not 3 flips, man. Can just keep it going. That's the thing, he's just so interesting. You never know what is flip double whip, landing
flip double
smooth.
the spine.
Straight 7.
Oh, man, come on. That's just a pedal flip, it's cool. Yeah, we just talked about the spokes.
Yeah, no one's touching the spokes. Super hard to clear, super steep, quite long. Kenneth, you know, a little mistake on the 7 over the long box, but you know, he stayed on, puts it together. At the end of the day, like that, in this case, that mistake wasn't too crazy, so it's like, yeah, finish your run.
It's a foot coming up your pedal, that's all.
Yeah.
And if you put, you know, if you scale the run, all the tricks he did, especially that backwards flip 360 on the box, and this flare drop to begin with the run, that was...
And then the 1080 on the box, like, Kenneth definitely does not hold back, man.
At all.
And it's crazy, like, I definitely see the work that he puts, because all of this just seems like he does it no problem every time. This was just a little mistake, little clip of the back wheel.
Yeah.
You know, it happens.
Yeah, definitely. I just saw a foot coming up. It's both feet coming off the pedals, but that's going to be a bit of a deduction from the judges, that's all. And as we see the results, 77-20, if second run, best run count. So second run, he can better the score with 7 and some other things he can add. He'll be up there.
Yeah, he can clean that up, no problem. Then we had James Jones. James had an insane crash in qualification right after the buzzer, jumped the hip. He, like, I don't know what happened, landed front wheel heavy, crashed on the floor and bounced.
Yes.
Like, it's like he aired the floor, man. It was crazy.
It's unbelievable how strong these riders are. That's the level of, you know, how professional the level is. Like, this guy just rode after that crash, and he's ready to...
I thought he wasn't going to ride semifinals. And then he qualified. Look
at this.
Flare drop.
Flare dropped in.
Straight to 7, the big spine. 3 down.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
That just missed the bars on that 3 whip. The late bar spin.
Oh, man.
Seemed like he wasn't on the bars completely when he cased back wheel and kind of like...
I think the hand wasn't fully on.
No, but he cased with the hands off the bars, I think.
Oh, man.
We'll see the replay in a second. I hope he's doing all right. We just talked about like the crash from Quali's and...
yeah, he's having a rough one here this weekend, man. And he's such a powerhouse. He definitely wants it in. And, you know, he might be down now. Hopefully it's nothing crazy and he can come back for run number 2.
Oh, definitely, man.
We have, you know, some of the best medical people on site. So just check him out, see what's going on. You know, the floor is super hot.
Oh, he's sending up.
There.
Such a strong rider. He's recovering. He's mad about the run, more about the crash. I mean, he. Let's see the replay. That's the crowd is psyched. We're happy as well to see him standing up after the crash. He. Hopefully he's ready for the second run. James Jones from Team GB. We just saw Jamie Besley coming and making sure he's okay.
Oh, man, and he's rough. Hopefully he feels okay. And, you know, this moments like this is what make or break, right? You like, next run he might try to just chill, which I don't think he will try to chill. I think he's still going to stand.
I think
he's dropping in. He's doing his second run.
Yes.
Just like right now, it's like, let's see, that will make him so angry that might fuel him for an even better, crazier second run.
Love to see him coming up the ramp and going for hopefully for his second run. And now we have Anthony John doing it for France.
Team France just developed an entire program to, you know, make the riders better for these events, especially heading towards Paris 2024. John is the big hope to represent France. You know, and he could maybe medal there. You know,
he definitely has what he needs. Look at this double flip. It's beautiful landing execution. It's just,
dude, like no problem brakeless too, which is like, dude, you just gotta fully trust the double flip.
No break double flip is a different game.
And then triple whip that hip that is so deceiving to jump. 7 bar, the big spine.
Wow.
To flip double whip.
Keeping the height and the speed as well in every trick.
Jan is just non-stop, man.
No hinder transfer on that big gap. That's cool. Double tail whip downside on that transfer.
Straight to supersede on that funny gap, man. John is definitely laying it all on the line, man.
Because the course use is also being done well here. That's a Flare 540. Getting rid of some speed. Brake left's cool.
Dude, this is crazy. Insane.
That was
he rode semis. The run that he did in semis, we were all like, okay, he's kind of maxed out. And
now he's got more.
Oh my God, he had so much more in the tank. Like that.
I love how he skid to get rid of some speed for that downside flare at the end.
Yeah, the double downside also from that crazy hit. That was super cool. No one's doing that. Double flip, just to warm up the run.
Hey, he gained speed from that double flip.
7 bar landing on top of the ramp, perfect. Flip double whip on that long and low. That, you know, it's so difficult because it's takeoff to takeoff, so you don't have much room for mistakes. If you land a little bit short, you case, feet blow off. You overshoot a little bit, you explode. So
that's what I was expecting.
93.
Yeah, definitely was.
Oh man,
90. or higher.
This makes the whole contest super interesting.
This is it. You know, this is early on the contest, and we already have a 93-20.
You still have 8 more guys to go, and this is the score that we get. This is crazy, man.
So first heat, this is the 6th rider, rider number 6, Jose Torres Gil, El Maligno from Argentina. It was funny because at the introduction I said something in Spanish.
You did say
I think I
Well,
said it for the people you know, in Argentina or South America.
You're supporting your fellow countrymen.
Right. Hey, if someone goes high, it's this man right here, Jose from Argentina.
And just super clean as well. Maligno, another rider that just finesses riding. Like, he's such a fine, just technical, like precise rider.
Yeah, we always mention how high he goes, but he lands smooth. Some of the times I'm next to the landing of some of the jumps, and I can't even hear him land.
You didn't know he went through that ramp. You know, it's crazy how smooth he usually lands.
Also a rider that, although he's got a setup, that's a signature 360 tuck no-hander high on that spine. He's been practicing a bunch here in Europe because he's been around since the first stop of the UCI Bmx World Cup in Montpellier, and that's a big one at the end of the run for him.
Oh man, yeah, just Maligno wanted to finish his run strong, and you know that's the hard part. Like, you gotta start strong, middle strong, finish strong, and this is what happens. You know, you're laying all on the line, just doing your hardest stuff. Luckily, it wasn't anything crazy. I think, you know, it will definitely hurt him in the score, but I think it's a mistake that he'll be able to fix
later.
In the second run.
Yeah, I think it's comparable to Brian Fox's first run. You know, last second crash. This is an amazing run still. Just look. Well, there was a few little deductions on some of the landings, but overall a good run.
But he rides so pretty, man. And I think later this year we're going to go to Argentina. There's a continental contest in Cordoba at his local park, so it's got to be sweet to go ride with him over there.
That's cool. Yeah. He's got his own park built in Cordoba, Argentina. Now going to the U.S. rider, doing it for the USA and Monster Energy. This is Justin Dowell.
Justin, a local rider to DDAC. I ride with this guy every day. And he's crazy to always ride with him because some of the stuff he's doing in the contest, he doesn't really practice. He always has that much confidence. Like, oh, I know it's going to work. Just like that, no problem. 5-bar bar. Justin is very well known for 540s, which is extremely difficult trick to have dialed.
Combos with 540s are always hard and unusual for some of these riders.
540 on the 10 is almost impossible. That's a vert trick. No one does vert tricks anymore, man.
Yeah. Wow, the windshield wiper 360.
I think the seat snapped.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, man.
That bike yesterday having problems with the tire, now losing half of his seat in the mid-run.
Oh, man, and you don't want to go with no seat, man. That would be a bad mistake.
I don't know if the right choice.
Just the frustration, man. He was riding on the edge a little bit, but he was sending, man. He definitely wanted to go for the win here. He was not holding back. Again, 5-bar bar on that quarter, and then he did the 5 tuck on the other quarter. This triple truck of the most weird jump he could find.
Was it then when he broke the seat? No, it was later.
I think in the 3 windshield wipe. So he flipped bar, 360 windshield wipe.
Now, right there, he sat on the back of the seat and snapped it in half.
Damn.
Love that trick, the 360 windshield wiper. You
Dude,
whip one way and then the other way
especially
back.
on that box, man. Again, it's technical. It's takeoff. You know, you don't want to go too fast, and that's the issue. Because
you don't want to overshoot it.
You don't want to overshoot. You end up casing it just enough to mess with you.
Such a precise, speed you need for that jump.
Yeah.
Justin Dowell with a 42.40. Moving to Ryan Fox. Second run, heat 1, 60 seconds. He had a mistake by the end of his first run. Let's see if he can fix it.
Brian is such a high energy dude. Every time you're around him, he's like you're in a party. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. He's always so high energy. Just like his runs. Look at this. Double flip again, no problem. Flare down whip, smooth. Brian currently living in Woodward, Pennsylvania.
Whoa, that's where
we live there.
We spend the time in there. Oh, that 1080 on that spine. Whoa, suicide. That's cool.
Yeah, we know what Woodward does to your riding, man. He makes you better. You know, you live there, I live there.
Yeah.
Brian moving there now, like improving his
Definitely
riding.
winters of full riding. That's pretty much all you do all day.
Doing the floor bar.
20 seconds.
Got 20 seconds left. Let's see what he's got for the end of his run. The first run, he did the 7 into the Superman Secret of Indy in this quarter. Let's see if he's got it. No, he chose for the flare.
And that's a full pull right there. Brian's just so exciting to watch. He was a bit on the edge, which makes it so exciting because it's like, you know he's landing, but he's giving you that little bit of like, oh, he might not make it.
Right, but see, like that suicide on the mid box was, I don't know if it was like the plan, but he just sent it. Yeah,
I think he was like, hey man, I don't want to pass away, and I need a trick. What can I do?
See, he landed a bit heavier this time on the double flip. Still did that huge downside whip flare.
And the 1080, man, it's just such a crazy trick to do on this. Oh, his foot slipped a bit. That's why he had to improvise that suicide later. And now, flare on the channel. Just, again, he's such a party to watch, man.
Oh, definitely the trick difficulty is there in this run. Some of the, little mistakes, but this is going to be,
Imagine how dizzy you have to be at the end of this run. You double flip, you 10, you 7, you flare. Like, the only thing he didn't do was a front flip, maybe, to get all of the spins.
Like the variety, right? Yeah.
But
well, we saw like the pedal slip and a case here and there, so but definitely improved from the first run.
Yeah, for sure. He got a full pull. I think it definitely hurts, even at the end of the run before. And again, that puts him in second. Still far away from John. 20, almost 20 points. 15 points is quite a bit.
There's a bit of a gap there in between those two. So let's see again, like an icon from Costa Rica, representing Red Bull, and he's placed up there by the wall ride because he's gonna be dropping a flare from there.
Yeah, dude, Kenneth, he gives me the goosebumps, man, every time he goes. And again, just his work ethic, man, is amazing. It's always great. Like, I love going to Costa Rica, ride with him. He's always riding as hard as he can. And he shows, look at that flip.
Every time, man.
Like nothing. 3 flip. Oh, a bit short.
Still, man, like,
still.
that's the hardest trick we saw going backwards on that box. Oh, the 1080. He saved it well, man. He jumped off the bike at the right point.
He got out amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you miss a 10,
that's a 1080.
You die.
Yeah, and no brakes as well. We were talking about that before. Double flips or 1080s. You can loop out and...
Easy. But, yeah, I think this 3 flip on the box backwards is crazy. And this box, I can definitely see someone doing it, especially him. He does his box at his house, which is nothing like this.
Right, because you have a lot of training on this this landing to just use it for takeoff.
And yeah, that little case on the 3 flip cost his speed for the 10, and couldn't come around in the 3rd rotation. But that's the crazy part, man. You gotta go all in, and it's either going to work for the win or it's just not gonna work at all.
𝗦𝗚𝗖𝗜𝗓𝗦, that was second run of 2 runs. Stays with third place with the first run. And talking about strong riders.
Yes. Talking about someone that resurrected from the ashes a couple times this weekend. And you can see the focus that he's got. He definitely wants to get it done. He had a lingering injury, actually, that he got in Munich. He hurt his wrist in... no, it wasn't Munich. It was Montpellier, actually, like a month ago. So I know he was battling through that injury. And you just can't stop him.
Wow. Strong start with that flare drop. Nice.
All right. He's switching it up for a trick that I think he feels more comfortable with. Hitting the most ridiculous obstacle in this
Smooth
place.
and high as well. That Spox that Daniel was talking about, like,
oh my
both
God.
ways. 3 𝗥𝗚𝗚𝗦𝗓, 3 bar spin on the hardest ramp on the course.
He's going to give me a heart attack jumping that thing. 3 down. We're just
Beauty backwards, 3 down whip.
so smooth. Flip bar talk and just going straight into the coast-to-coast wall ride. James is a rider that he rides the big quarters so good with clear variations. No one is doing that, man. It's so hard to not land flat. He just does it like no problem.
He looks comfortable on big ramps, and we just saw doing that transfer into the wall as well. He was like going real high up and finishing the ramp strong. Hey, this is a run. This is a great run. Full pull, and you gotta give him credit. He crashed twice during the weekend.
Dude.
Hard falls.
Not only during the weekend, but just a few minutes ago, he was on the floor. Like, I didn't know if he was going to do his second run. But it's so crazy how good he rides, man. I'm actually going to his house tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I want to go ride his park. I want to go ride with him. He's got a good park in Cardiff, in Wales.
Oh, Wales, yeah.
Yeah. He's a rider that is crazy. Watching him these last few years, how much more in control he's become of his riding.
Oh, yeah.
He used to be very loose, man. Every time you watch him ride, it's like, man, here we go again.
I'm just impressed on how he keeps speed and height throughout the whole run. And, I mean, just talking about, like, those 2 crashes he had a little while ago, 2 days ago. He's back riding, and, give him credit for that as well.
Well, this is the moment to do it. You are at a World Cup. You don't want to hold back, and unless you really cannot drop in, you will try your best.
Correct. That's the attitude right there. Looking at the course right now, James Jones waiting for the results. We got the leader, Anthony 𝗔𝗡𝗏, with a 93.20. James Jones jumped into a second position with an 85.60.
James Jones just resurrected, man. That was awesome to see. Second place as of right now. I don't know what else can Jan do.
That first run was awesome, and was.
I know he's got more stuff, but it's like I don't know how he'll be able to pack it in this run. That was crazy.
Now, also the execution on the tricks for that. Like that first run was clean. Yes, solid run for 𝗔𝗡𝗏, 93.20. It's his actual first run.
For those who are watching, the excitement that you feel right here, the crowd cheering, it does feel amazing, man. Just getting 𝗔𝗡𝗏 pumped up to send a little bit of wind. I think that's why he's waiting for second. You can see the flag, the UCI flag, just flapping around crazy. And it is tough when you have wind, just because he'll throw you off a little bit, and this guy is not really playing chess. He's risking his life here. But there it is. There he goes.
Another double flip land perfectly. Coast to coast war ride.
Triple whip on that thing, man. I don't know how he does it, how he calculates it so perfect. Switching it up.
We already can tell that the first one looked better.
Yes, unless he goes and does something really, really insane right now, which he might. Yes, I think. Yeah.
See, like the double downside was over there.
Down.
Now he didn't. He knows he already got that first run better than this one. That pedal slip at the beginning was already different than the first run. The first one was clean.
Yeah, and I think that's why he's kind of chilling down on the second run. It's like he had a little mistake, and he already knew there was no possible way that he would top his first perfect run.
Right.
So it is tough.
Smart
man.
decision.
Yeah, and it is tough. You make those calls in the middle of the run. Like, what do you do? And a little mistake it's all you need in this event to go from first to last. So
well, especially on that mint first run that he did. So now we had that's the replay on that double flip, still like so
amazing.
clean, yeah.
And now, here he is.
I love the takeoff on that corner. You said before, you kind of like gamble that you're rolling the dice because you take off from the corner of that mid box.
Yeah. No, it's so weird, so hard to jump it. Like, he was jumping it through the weekend, and like, it's not comfortable at all, and he just triple whipped it. And I think, you know, the flip double whip on the spine was probably the call for him because he wasn't looping out, but he had a little bit, and he was like, I'm not going to be able to do a crazy trick on the second box, and that's almost where the train stops, you know?
Right.
Like, no way to beat his first run.
It's cool to have you here, Daniel, to give us those the details from just the view of the rider while in the run, you know?
Yeah, man, it's just long years of this strategy. I've been competing for a long time, and I know exactly what these guys are going through, and not just like this moment right now. It's like the days before, the months before.
Right.
You know, like 𝗦𝗓𝗚𝗚, he's been here in Europe for a few weeks now.
Yes, and we can still see that, you know, he's got new tricks that he just learned, and some of the hurricane parks that he's been riding the past few weeks.
You can see that the pandemic and the park in his house did well for him because he's come back with a whole new repertoire of tricks. He's looking clean. He's looking powerful. 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗏 double whip on that thing.
double.
Dude. I thought that was the end, and see,
No, that was just a pedal
skill.
flip, yeah. That is a skill to just recover from that one, yes.
Look at that massive flip double whip. 𝗦𝗓𝗚𝗚 just staying solid on the bike, man. All right, 𝗦𝗓𝗚𝗏, this is where everything went wrong on the first run. All right, keeping it a little bit more conservative to finish off.
Oh, look. 3 in the hardest, we can say there's 2 hard parts of this part. It's either that step-up box in the middle or that box. So what do you choose,
all right, so I'd rather do the three where he 360 just now.
That box.
Yeah, that thing is the scariest thing. The other thing is the hardest thing.
All right.
Yeah. We have the scary ramp and the hard ramp.
Look at the height on that bar spin tuck no-hander from Jose Torres.
And it's crazy because when he goes that high, I don't think he's trying to go that high. That's just his natural air.
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm gonna go high.
Yeah.
I need that height to just execute those tricks.
This was crazy.
That
man.
is hard, yeah. 𝗦𝗏𝗏 double whip on that mid box.
And it's crazy, so like, you know, opposite tricks, it's not the natural way that you do them. So a double whip, if you miss your natural way, you can maneuver it because it's natural.
But he was pushing forward.
Oh, he was holding on for life. And he was just like, okay, this thing needs to come around somehow, and you know, that's the skill that he was able to do, especially at that point in your run where you're a bit tired.
Correct,
you know, you're like...
It was towards the end of the run as well, yeah.
You're relying 100% on the skills that you worked at home. Like, that was not luck. That was just straight up, he had to put in...
He muscled it. Wow, jumping to the 3rd position. 𝗦𝗓𝗚𝗏 Jose Torres. We saw the judges working that score.
That was a crazy, crazy group. It's insane. 𝗦𝗡𝗏 sitting in first right now. We still have 6 more riders to go. These are your top 6 qualifiers, including Olympic gold medalist Logan Martin, who dominated BMX for these last few years. So this is going to be an interesting group because you have Logan, a very solid contender. And then you have Kieran Riley, rookie.
But he can double flare any minute.
Yes.
He just 3 double whip to double bar spin on the double couple spine in match. That was the best trick.
Yeah.
So he's got those tricks that he can bring to the table anytime.
Yes, and it's crazy because you have the whole spectrum. You have the 2 rookies. You have Marcus Christopher and Kieran Riley, and then you have professional established like Logan and Nick Bruce. And then you have Sean Gornell, who I think it's his first final. He's been a rider. He's been trying to make it in for a while. I think he cleaned up his riding, and that's why he was able to make it into finals today. And then Declan Brooks, you're a bronze medalist, who rides so high and just packs so many tricks.
Just looking at the runs we just watched from the first heat, and that was the windshield wiper from Justin Dowell. It just broke the seat in half. Strong riding from Brian Fox on that transfer flare, and love that 1080. He just saved
Dude, that was such a good save. Like, talking from experience, I have missed a couple tens in my life, and that's why I don't really do them often, because if you miss, you die. So he got out of it amazing.
Yeah,
like,
especially like a no break, like a breakless rider.
Yeah, true.
𝗦𝗓𝗚𝗚, we just talked about the height. You see that the catch, you heard the catch of those pedals and the double whip in the quarter.
Such a solid rider, man. All his stuff is just so clean and so beautiful.
Looking at that flag, we get a bit of a wind situation with the weather for this second heat. 6 riders, second heat. We just mentioned Daniel. We have an interesting lineup of riders with Kieran and 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚. We got Anthony, John is leading the group. James Jones, Jose Torres, Brian Fox, 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚. This is the first heat, and now we're doing the second heat with 6 riders, 60 seconds, 2 runs, best run counts. 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚, Nick Bruce, Kieran Riley, Declan Brooks, Marcus Christopher, and Logan Martin. We have such an amazing lineup of riders, and we've seen some cool transfers from Declan. Team GB coming in strong, but definitely looking forward to see Logan's runs.
Yeah, the UK got 3 riders in these finals, man. I think it's the first time. I think it's the first time the UK gets this many riders in the final, so they have to be doing something good up there.
Definitely, especially this man on the screen right now, 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚. Psyched to watch him ride yesterday. He's pretty explosive, and he's got some amazing tricks. 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚 doing it right now. Flip bar on the box.
Sean utilizing the whole course, keeping up the speed. Just, like, he already went through the whole course in less than 15 seconds, man.
Smooth landing. The execution is just perfect from 𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚. Invert, that was a good one. Clicked it.
This is the best I've ever seen him ride, man. This is awesome. Oppo truck on the box backwards. That's crazy. No one Oppo 360 that box, let alone add a bar to it.
Hey, different righties.
Yeah. Look at this, decade air.
Here. Decade air on the judges' quarter.
Oh
no! What the? No, that can't be.
Dude, I'm so...
𝗦𝗢𝗚𝗚𝗚 coming down on that last second of his run. That was like 2 seconds left, and he seems to need a bit of a medical assistance while judges are deciding the right score for that run.
Man, that's so unfortunate, man. That run was awesome, especially with that decade air towards the end.
I think he hit his jaw on the ground, and there's a catfish trying to indicate some of the medical assistance crew what's needed. Here we got some of the best. What was it? Triple bar flip, double bar flip. I'm sorry. Yeah, double bar flip, and then the transfer with a no-hander, no-hander. This is just executed perfectly.
Dude,
right here.
beautiful. Like, his whole run was going so good, man. This decade, that trick is incredibly difficult.
That is hard.
And he did it at height. He wasn't like, oh, I'll do a little one. It's like, no, man, I'm gonna air this thing. Oh man. The crowd there. Stoked. First time Bmx happens here in Brussels.
Just picture the run. Just picture the run with 20 more points. You know, that's that might have been the deduction he just got from that crash, and that would have been in the high 80s maybe, that run.
He got up. I think
he might be just stitches and that's it, right? Maybe like if it seemed like he just walked out.
Yeah, he's up there in the riders area. Right, checking him. Hopefully it's nothing crazy and we can see him on his second run.
That'd be awesome. Here on the screen, Nick Bruce doing it for Team US and Rockstar Energy.
Nicholas Bruce recently engaged. to Chelsea. Congratulations, Nick and Chelsea.
An Ohio rider from Youngstown, Ohio.
There's a lot of good riders from Ohio, man. Through the time.
In Youngstown, it's a town where BMX is huge.
Wessel, Napolitan.
Yes.
Well, Catfish is from
Exactly.
Ohio.
And you remember Section 8, that skate park that.
Nick has his own skate park now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
his own
indoor
park.
place. Wow. Definitely can see that he's got his own skate park. Look at the height. Flare double whip.
Dude, that was crazy. So high as well. So Nick is such a powerful, strong rider as well. And he shows that flare double whip. No one is really messing with that. Oppo 360 flip on the spine. That's insane.
Oppo 3 flip.
The regular 3 flip.
Regular. Whoa. No. Landing heavy on the back seat there. Losing control on that. But he just pulled the Oppo perfectly.
And missed the normal.
Oh, man.
But you know that it happens just because like you have your momentum.
Back to back, one to the other.
You have your momentum going the other way for a second that when he went to do it his way. Also, again, that box is very technical. Takeoff to takeoff. You need to be precise, and I think that's what happened. He was trying to be so precise that he lost a little bit of balance, and that's it. He just lit out. It wasn't like a bad crash.
No.
Oh man, but see, and that's the crazy part, man. Everyone is doing these runs like it's their last run in their life. This is crazy.
I love that 3 flip no-hander.
Flare double whip. Yeah, I can see you from here. I can see you on TV, man.
Yeah, we can see it.
He went that high, the camera pointed at us.
He barely lost control on that 3 flip on the mid box.
Oh man. But all right. Luckily, it wasn't a bad crash. He'll recoup. He'll think about it. That right knack was just, exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's just a little mistake.
Right.
It sucks, but a little mistake. You'll be fine.
Heat 2 rider number 3, Kieran Riley.
Oh man, this is
doing it for Team GB and Red Bull. He's got the record for the triple flare.
Triple flare, yeah. He needed a special ramp for that.
Yeah.
Which they made it. He did it. It was amazing. And I think this was one of my... I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for the day that Kieran would make a finals at a World Cup or one of these big events. And this is it. So, we competed last weekend at Munich Mash. He sent it all. He actually surprised me. He had heat exhaustion. And he came back and he knew he had to put it in.
Yeah. He's got some of the trick difficulty needed. Oh, yes. 3 double whip. He was about to throw that bar.
You can see that Kieran is just a full-on powerhouse. Double whip on the big spine backwards. Flare bar. He's such a strong rider, man. 360 in the scariest ramp in this place.
Tuck no-hander, our quarter. That's our quarter.
Yeah. It's no longer the judges' quarter. That's ours.
3 bar table to backwards. That's a beautiful trick.
And I like that he can do a little bit of everything. 3 triple whip.
Yes.
Easy. He slowed down that 3rd whip. He could probably add a 4th one if he wanted.
Now going to that corner part of the course, transferring into the wall. Oh, 7 whip on the spine.
450. No way!
That's the way you finish a run. Kieran Riley with a double flare.
My God, the moment we've been waiting for. This might be their first ever double flare at a feast, maybe?
That was an amazing run. And the way he planned that finish.
That was insane. At the end of the run. So he wanted to throw the bar there. So that alone tells you that he's got more for run number 2.
This jump is already amazing, like the whip into the wall.
He went high on it. Double whip on this thing backwards is really difficult because that landing is mellow. And here you're showing that he can do a bit of everything.
Yes.
Like I don't only have the hard tricks, I also have the beautiful tricks.
Yes. Going backwards as well. And
7 whip on the spine. That was
unexpected, like the 7.
And this is it. This is just absolute
really
mayhem.
High as well.
Absolute mayhem. that has to be in the 90s.
Yes,
man.
definitely top three for sure.
It's crazy because the 3 triple whip was like his easy trick in this run.
Yeah.
And that's a banger in itself.
Oh, the 7 whip was the 7 whip and flare, double flare were like. Well, we see the reaction of John.
Man.
Oh, that's. I wonder if that moment where he doubt the bar caused him.
I think he wasn't riding as clean as John. John was definitely cleaner.
Yeah.
But then the difficulty of tricks, though, I don't think I can compare. It was
but
crazy.
John did a few things that were hard. That double whip going on the mid piece, and the downside double whip going backwards on the mid piece as well. Plus the double, it was.
Yeah, he definitely, for sure. I'm not sure if it was the score to beat John, but I thought they were a bit closer. That's just my take.
I thought it was a 90-91. Still, it's got another run to go.
True.
Declan Brooks doing it for Team GB and Mafia Bikes. Oh, yes!
Oh, man, a fronty whip. We haven't seen that trick in the BMX contest in a while. That's awesome.
That is a hard trick.
Ooh, blasting.
I love this transfer right here.
All right, let's see. Oh, my God. We are in that booth right behind it, and he just air at our highs.
Oh, yeah. That's backwards 360 with clean as it gets.
Double flip.
Mid-run double flip.
Like nothing.
Coast to coast war right.
Oh my God. Whip air over that thing. That was kind of crazy to jump.
Another front. Hey, that reminds me a lot to your style of front flip. And that's
I think I was the first one to do it. So thanks for the shout out, Declan.
Yes, that was
oh my God.
in the run. And he's hitting the hardest
ramp.
The hardest ramp on the course. This Spox. 2 ways, 3 tuck no hander to end this run. Hey, that was
clean.
Powerful run.
Powerful.
Yes.
Air high. He was going high all over the place. Double flip mid run. Started with the fronty whip, a trick you don't ever really see much. I think, haven't seen it in park in a long time.
Yeah. If you think about the 2 tricks on the box, could be one of the. This is a hard trick to land that smooth.
Yeah. No. And then airing so high.
I love how he can combine trick difficulty with style. Like, look at this.
Look at that.
So high.
Look, how high did he go there? 8 feet, 10 feet?
Yes.
Like 3 meters?
Definitely 3 meters. And this mid-run, perfect
smooth
double flip. This isn't easy coming off that high rump, landing in the low one. And Daniel Durst style fronty on that spine definitely reminds a lot of me when I saw it first from you. Declan Brooks.
I watched him do it last year at the Worlds, and he had a bad accident at the Worlds actually, and a double flip on the box. So it's awesome that he's able to mentally recover for that.
Yes.
Come back a year later, still do it, and do it even better. But when he did it in the run, I was like, I need to start doing that again.
Oh, in Montpellier, yeah.
So I prepared for Tokyo later last year.
Oh, yeah, you did it. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, waiting for the result, Declan Brooks here. We see a bit of the course, Declan's reaction, and on that corner screen, we see the judges taking notes for the last position. 88.10, sitting in 3rd position, Declan Brooks.
Who we got up next, Pierre?
Declan definitely got more in the tank. I know he's got a couple more things. He rode really well, so I think he can improve. I'm not sure how much more. I guess we'll have to see in the second run. And now this is another moment I've been waiting for.
I'm excited to watch this rider on the screen.
We've been hearing about Marcus Christopher for years. Met him. He's actually young. He's like 18 or 19. We've been hearing about this kid since he was like 14, and we keep asking, why hasn't he come to a feast? Why hasn't he come to a World Cup? And then he finally showed up in Montpellier, and we were like, oh man, he came prepared.
Yeah.
He waited until he was ready.
Doing it for Rockstar. This is Marcus Christopher from the U.S. Flip bar whip.
Flip bar whip, but trick you don't really see much on park either. That's just so smooth as well. Jumping the hardest ramp in this building, making it up.
Wow. Oh, just barely made it on that gap. That's awesome.
See, so here's where he has to decide, like, okay, I had a couple mistakes.
That's, hey, you said it, and that was the right moment where he just made the decision.
Yeah,
Said,
yeah.
this is not my run.
This is it, because he can go and try to finish that first run with a few mistakes, and he'll get a score. It's not going to be a winning score. But he already knows that he'd rather save the energy. Having a minute on these parks are actually really difficult, man. The parks give you speed and everything, but it's always hard because you put in so much energy on the tricks that, yeah, when you do a little mistake, it's like, dude, he was not going to be able to beat jan with his perfect run, or Kieran, or Declan. So, yeah, he'll hold back.
And save the energy
and
for
now
the
save it for the second, which is kind of scary.
It is. It's,
because again, that can make him very angry, very motivated to really not mess up in the next one.
Well, he's under pressure now for the second run. Now we're looking at the gold medalist for Tokyo, Logan Martin, coming from Australia. If we're talking about perfection and execution and height, and this is the rider.
And Logan is so committed. Yesterday, he was in third place after his first run. Like, he was qualified already, and he's like, no, I want to qualify first.
Yeah.
And he went in and sent a run to qualify first.
That's the level he's at. Like, wow, 7-bar.
7-bar, triple whip air. Logan coming in for the win. Little mistake there, but not enough to stop the run.
Not all. That was a little case. Wow.
Whoa.
3 invert. That was awesome.
Mixing up style. Oppo triple whip. That was crazy. Oppo triple whip on that thing.
Yeah. We just saw a double Oppo and a triple Oppo on the harder, one of the longest boxes. Flip bar on the spine.
No hander until the scariest ram here. Over the coast to coast. Double whip.
Wow.
The gap that Declan just single whip. Flare down. Logan will watch what's happening on the course. Look at that, 3 down with no one is doing tricks there.
Yes, only you. You did 3. You did 3 down on the scariest box on the course, and he can switch the run depending on what's happening on the event.
Yeah. And he was, he's watching everyone as well, so he knows, like, okay, this guy did this, I will double it. Oh, this guy did that there, I will triple it. All right.
He's at that level. He's the best.
Yeah. 7-bar.
I love how he forced that second bar.
Yeah. Straight triple whip. It's crazy because up until recently, he's been able to triple whip air for a long time. Never did it, and recently he's like, I'm just gonna start doing them, no problem.
Just see that beauty of that 3 invert on the spine. That was awesome.
Straight to Oppo triple whip, man. It's just,
that is hard. That's a pull back gap from the transfer from that high quarter into the hip lower quarter double whip.
And then Oppo flare into this thing. Like, Oppo flares are not like crazy hard, but they're really difficult to land good. And he always lands them like nothing.
Wow.
So it's crazy how he grabs something and he just makes it better. Like, no one does Oppo flares that good. No one does a lot of the tricks that he's doing that good. That
he can control every trick. That's what you mean. He can control the trick the best.
Oh, Logan in second place.
He's definitely he's going to try to better that for sure.
Dude, I know Logan, and I know he's going to come in with fire. So this next run that he will try is either going to be the winning run or it's not going to finish it.
Correct. Hey, we just said he's coming back after that crash. He's up. He's next. Sean Cornell.
Look at that.
The run was amazing, the first run. He just crashed towards the end of it, and it was a powerful run. He landed hard in
on his chin.
Yes.
That's crazy. He probably does need stitches, and that's why they wrapped it all crazy. So he's able to at least take this run, and then it's probably like, all right, to the hospital.
Yeah.
He's got to fix this thing.
He's got a minute to go and then go in the hospital.
But, Sean, first finals, he's not going to disappoint.
Flip bar, and the first one was flip bar. Coast to coast.
Sean going fast around. Oh, little mistake there.
Yeah, I think he's not going to better the first run.
Yeah.
It's cool to have him on the course back. You know, that's
Yeah,
strong.
for sure. And I think definitely he crashed really hard, man, that first round. So you can see that, you know, he's kind of chilled out a little bit on a couple of tricks.
That's cool that he's riding. You know,
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, fronty no-hander.
I said chill, and he's
no chilling.
ending it.
Oh, the 𝗥𝗘𝗗𝗦𝗓.
All right, survived the jump that cost him the shin.
He just did a transfer that cost him the chin. Like it's
Yeah. Sean riding really loose. Super exciting to watch.
so cool.
Super commendable that he came back after that crash. You know, like football players don't do that.
Definitely psyched on that fronty no-hander in the 𝗥𝗘𝗗𝗦. Look.
Strike, you split bar at height. And again, like I was saying, football players don't do that. You touch them on the ear and they fake that they're hurt for the next 30 minutes. BMXers are gladiators, man. Like, he seriously took a crazy slam. Live TV, everybody could watch that he definitely slammed hard. He came back and, you know, he chilled on a couple of tricks and then made it up on something else.
That 𝗥𝗘𝗗𝗦 is amazing.
It's amazing. No one's doing that.
No. And he's doing it high too.
And it's one of the reasons why he made it to finals. Is like, you know, doing unique things. The Oppo truck on the box backwards.
Yes.
You know, Oppo tricks are already difficult. Box backwards is difficult. He combined two of the hardest things in the one spot.
That's why we have 𝗦𝗘𝗗𝗚𝗏 in the finals. And now moving to the next rider. This time we're going to see another American rider. This is we're waiting for 𝗦𝗘𝗗𝗚𝗏's second run score, and we have a 63.40. Definitely not enough to move up, but super happy that he's back on the bike and riding. Then we have another American rider come from Youngstown, Ohio. This is Nick Bruce doing from Team USA and Rockstar Energy.
Nick had the little slip on round number 1. And he's going to come in, clean that up.
Yeah, it was that 3-flip on the mid-box. He did the upper one at the spine and then straight into the regular.
No handed 3-flip smooth. Clear double whip.
That tube popped and
wheel exploded.
And the wheel, and the tire came off.
Oh, man.
We saw a bunch of those wheels, those tubes.
I don't think it's a tube, man. I think it's the tire. And
also, look, yeah, you're correct. The tire.
The tire ripped in half, man. Yeah, don't get those tires, guys. Also, I mean, he did land really hard.
Yeah.
Like, he was gonna, I think nothing would have withheld that much force.
Easier. Well, that was huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
That was a hard crash. Strong riders, all of these riders, is just like, look at him, just waving the crowd. Crowd was psyched to see him walk away from that one.
Walk away, man. Yeah, it's always, you know, you hate when they go down, you love it when they get up.
Right.
Nick luckily he got out of it pretty well, man. That flare double whip, so you can catch the wrong momentum and you just
pull out a bit, right?
You potato sack the floor. Have you ever grabbed a potato sack and just throw it around the floor? That's what you would become if you catch the wrong momentum.
Well, that was a high double tip with flare. That was high, and he landed low. And
again, I didn't even look at the screen. I looked at the window.
Yeah, we looked out the window, and we have him going like upside down with the frame halfway.
He's like, "Hi, Nick."
Yeah. Happy to see him. That's not hurt after that crash, and now we're moving to Team GB's Rebel rider Kieran Riley. Is having a great season. Just won best trick in Munich Mash and other events.
Currently sitting in 3rd. He has more.
Oh, definitely.
That's
the one. The 3 double whip to bar.
All right. Kieran seems like he's in pace. This is good. I like it. Triple whip.
Yeah.
There's a new one headed in.
360 scary ramp.
That's cool. Bar spin to tuck no hander. That's, you know what I love around that trick? Like, it's a really good looking trick on the hardest part, like going backwards on the box with a 3-bar table.
Dude, Kieran is a powerhouse. Triple whip air after the 3 triple whip. Kieran definitely wants this win.
Yeah. This run better than the one before. Nice transfer.
7 whip on the spine.
Better than before as well.
450.
Get that double flare. Oh, no! No!
Oh my God, that was going to be it, man. Oh.
Was it in? He's asking if it was in, right before the buzzer.
I think it was before the buzzer. I think it counted.
I think it was in.
I think it counted. And if he does the trick right before the buzzer, it will count.
In.
If he crashes or he pulls it, it will count. If he does it on the buzzer, it won't count.
Okay.
Either he pulls it or doesn't pull it.
Yeah, that's what he's asking, right?
So I think it fit in.
I think it was in.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think the buzzer went off as he landed, as he was touching the floor. But look at that 3 double whip bar on the spine.
That's what was missing on the first run. That bar after the double whip.
No, he was adding tricks, man. Triple whip on this thing and landed pretty good.
Yeah.
Then triple whip air on this thing. Well, not on this clip.
Well, the 360 triple was awesome. And this, it's a beauty. Backwards 3-bar table on the box.
7 whip on the spine towards the end of the run. And this is...
Barely missed it. Barely.
Just a hair off.
I'm so sure I had it.
We were so short too, Kieran.
Man. It was so close though, huh? Because
So close.
yeah,
Still P3, dude.
So close.
that would have changed things for sure.
Yeah, I think he would have bumped him up a bit. He definitely added more tricks.
Another Team GB rider doing it for Mafia Bikes. This is Declan Brooks.
Currently sitting in 4th. He's going to try to improve, crack into that top 3.
Interesting start with it. Front flip tail whip.
Beautiful start, man. I love that fronty whip. Can air, 10 feet out.
Oh no, didn't choose to do the no-hander then.
He caught wrong momentum.
Maybe that's it for that run.
Yeah, I think he's chilling out.
Yeah.
Oh, calling it out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wanted to see him pull a full second run.
Looked like he could still had a great run without that no-hander.
I think so.
Look at how high that can is. You said 10 feet. That's correct. That's high air over there with the can. Declan Brooks choosing the first run instead.
Yeah. Hey, I'm surprised he stopped. Like, he definitely had a little bubble on the hip, but I think he could have made up for it later on in the run.
It wasn't like that tuck no hander would have made a huge difference if he bumped some of the tricks that came after.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, it is what it is, and it happens. If you're not happy with your run, you stop it, and that's ultimately that's what happened. He wasn't happy. Call it a day, come back in Australia, try it again. So right now, the worst that he could do is 5th place if Christopher bumps him out.
Just on this heat number 2, this is the rider that we're looking for. Marcus Christopher from the U.S., riding from Rockstar Energy. 60 seconds on the second run. Best run counts. Still can do it.
Flip bar whip to start the party. No
beautiful.
problem. Over the coast to coast. So much power. Going to the hardest ramp out there. Landing amazing. Now, yes, he's definitely in pace now.
Execution. Whoa, the 7 look back. And the double downside transfer.
And this is what I was mentioning earlier about Marcus. He rides with so much power, man. Look at that. It looks like the bike is going to explode from how hard he's like muscling it around.
The 360 backflip tuck no hander.
and then the triple down whip like nothing. He's been doing that trick on the sketchiest quarters out there. So this quarter was no problem. That quarter is actually really good for it. So
the triple down whip, not a joke.
high flare.
High 40 flare to. I was about to say to finish the run, but still have some seconds here, and a normal flare.
All right. That was an interesting run, and this could upset the podium positions right now.
It'd be cool to see in the replay how quick with the 720 look back was, yes. And some of the tricks were just unreal. The execution.
Flip bar whip like nothing.
Smooth lander.
Probably could add a bar or another tail whip if you wanted.
That's impressive on that.
Yeah, that ramp again is
Fox.
the hardest ramp out there. That was crazy, man. 7 lookbacks, no one does that. 3 no-hander flip, easy, and then the 5 flare to almost finish the run off because he still had some time. Triple down whip, smooth, no problem.
That is the hardest trick.
It didn't even look like a triple.
Yeah, I was about to say double. That's a triple down whip.
And it's crazy because he has to be so committed, so over the bike, that, you know, a little mistake, death.
Yeah. That's the thing with the down whips on the quarters, especially that high quarter there. I don't think it's beating Anthony's
I don't
run.
think so, but I was mistaken earlier again with Kieran's run, so I'm not sure. And
Well,
again,
the execution. No, all right, yes, in 4th place.
All right, so we have our podium is set. But the only thing that can change now
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Logan.
This is
it.
Yeah.
So Logan's gonna come in, 4 blood. It's either gonna be a full pull, win the event, or not even finish the run.
I love this moment right now. Logan Martin from Australia doing it for Team Australia and Rockstar Energy. Olympic gold medalist on the course. Seven bar. This one was better than the first one too.
Cleaning up that truck to down whip, flip whip up the spine. That's incredibly difficult. To the barrel invert, dude, beautiful. Up a triple whip like nothing. He's definitely landing a lot smoother on this run.
Hey, that Oppo triple was already cleaner than the first one too.
Flip bar tuck, adding the low no-hander on compared to the first run.
Oh, that catch,
You
that
hear
double
that
whip.
catch?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Flare down whip. Oh no! What was that? That was, you know, that's his signature. Towards the end, he always got that down whip flare.
Oh man.
That was a better run.
That was a better run. Like I said, he was either going to win the event or he was not going to finish the run. There was no in between. Because he's doing so many other things, you know, like the flip whip on the spine backwards, insane.
Yeah,
like,
lots of speed for that one.
Dude, and like you can land low so easy because that land is very mellow.
Steep, yeah. Mellow, yeah. So we got the coach, Patrick Bmx.
Yeah, celebrating. Dude, they've been putting in a lot of work.
Just check out the replay on that 7 bar. Landing clean. The execution on the run.
See, so here he triple whip in run 1, but I think he said, I'm going to sacrifice the triple, do a double because I want a cleaner truck down whip so I can flip whip up.
Yeah, but that's what you're talking about. That clean landing on that flip.
And look at this, beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful.
What about this
triple whip.
upper triple?
No problem.
Smooth. This was a better run.
Flip bar tuck, the double whip. Throw here, the catch is...
Yeah.
And then this, man. Oh.
Such a rare mistake.
That's so unfortunate, man. Especially, a strange mistake. Trick he does all the time, but that's what dude, the BMX is so unpredictable. You always say, like, oh, he's going to win. The contest is not over until it's over. Because you don't know. You can do a little mistake just like that. And that's it, it's over. You cannot be the guy that just pulled perfect run.
And you gotta say, 𝗔𝗡𝗔's run was perfect.
He was perfect, man. He was clean. He was powerful. He was all, like, used the whole course. Team France has been working really hard. They, they got one of these hurricane parks in Montpellier, so they train there every day. So, he helps them for sure when he comes to events like this because he's used to the ramps already. So his work is already cut out a little bit.
But he used the course well. Remember, like we were talking about how he hit sideways that mid box with double whip and double downside whip. Those were things that made the difference as well.
Yeah, he just absolutely destroyed the course. Logan in second, definitely wanted more. And Kieran Riley, the rookie, third place.
Hey, with that double flare pulled,
I think he would have...
Different story.
I think we had a different story, yeah, because he was adding tricks. Sean Gornell doing the
decade air.
Nick with the flare double whip. This was an incredible finals.
Oh man, that run with that back-to-back 7. Oh man, if that would have been the second run.
It's just so crazy to watch. What the hell just happened? What we just witnessed? This finals was amazing.
The level of riding is unreal. That's your Ronnie. Declan, awesome. See, that was the first run, Oppo triple.
See, and the triple whip where then he trucked down and did the little mistake. And that's crazy because Logan knew that he'd rather sacrifice the tail whip to do an even better trick.
Yes, that crash was heavy for Nick Bruce. Happy to see that the riders walked away from those slams, and we see that 7 look back straight into that double downside tail whip into the wall.
Like nothing. Again, he double down whip so easy. Logan here having that choice of different trick. Beautiful barrel table, Oppo triple whip, no problem.
How hard is that Oppo triple in there? That Oppo triple is insane in there.
It's crazy, man.
So the crowd is loving the location. We love the location as well. This contest has been great, and the riding we just witnessed was insane. We're going to have another stop after this one. It's going to be in Australia, the Gold Coast, and it's going to be so cool. So happy to hear and see the new location in the Gold Coast, Australia. We're talking December 9 to the 11th, and we're going to be there.
Yes, man, it's going to be amazing. Just excited to go to Australia. Just excited to go to Logan's backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Because he lives right there in the Gold Coast, so it's going to be awesome, be there with his crowd, see the more of the Australian riders. Australia is super far, so not all of them get to come to these events. So it's going to be awesome to go watch him over there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. We go from beautiful Brussels to the beautiful Gold Coast in just a few months.
Just visiting the Down Under. Here is the win and run from Anthony 𝗔𝗡𝗔.
Look at the precision, man.
The precision. Just look at the way he landed that on the mid box.
The 7 bar to flip double whip on those obstacles, very difficult to do.
This is hard. This is it. This is one of the parts where I thought it was unreal, was that double down.
Straight to the super seat as well.
Traveling sideways, like in diagonal from that.
Yeah, which is kind of hard to read, man. And then the 5, I thought he was not going to make it, but he was like, nah, man, I'll show you.
Hey, the scariest box on the course, that getting real speed for that downside flare was awesome at the end. So cool, Anthony 𝗔𝗡𝗔 run. We're going to introduce the riders on the podium.
The second stop of Uci Bmx Park World Cup for the men's, and what a final it was. We're going to proceed right now to the podium. I want everybody in the house to make a maximal noise for the third place from the UK, Kieran
So cool to see Kieran in the podium, man, at the podium
Yeah,
here.
man, I'm still, he's been working hard for this. It is awesome that he finally got to make a finals, and not only that, but podium as well.
And the prize for the third place is given by the Alderman of the Sports of the Municipality of Schaerbeek.
And that's what it is, man. These are the hardest working riders out there, and hard work pays off.
Yes. Well, he just moved to Corby.
Yeah,
He's riding daily. This season, he just placed real well in every event. Well, in Madrid, he got first place.
Yeah, it's crazy. He goes home for like a day, puts the bike together, rides that day, unpacks it again, and flies next day. It's like, damn.
À la deuxième place, mesdames et messieurs, second place today. This is the gold medalist of the Olympics, world champion title, 𝗦𝗓𝗏.
Gold medalist in the Olympics, Australia's Logan Martin. Like, it's cool how this podium riders could have been either way, like first, second, or third. Depending on whatever happened in those run.
On that little thing on the run.
On that little mistake or change on the run.
Logan just non-stop podiums, man. Another guy that rides hard every day as much as he can. Team Australia has actually done a lot for BMX down in the land of Down Under. It's incredible to see what was going on down there, man.
Yeah, seen a lot of parks have been building down there, and we got number first, the champion here, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗔𝗏. We just watched the run and the repeat, and it was the best run.
Yeah. No, and you know, there's been a long time coming. Again, Team France has been working really hard as a team. All of them. They come, you know, when you come to this event, it's like 10 of them. And you know, they have the whole thing planned out. They all got radios. It's crazy to see. Like, they're making sure that the riders are taken care of.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
They're comfortable because it's super stressful, man. These events are difficult. It can be very overwhelming. And, you know, I think Team France has realized that, and they won, obviously.
They come as a team. They come together. They work as a team.
And they're definitely pushing Anthony very hard. You know, Paris 2024 coming up soon, and I think they're definitely going to want the medal there.
They're definitely ready.
Yeah. I like the Rocky song in the background.
It's a good song, man. Got a picture.
You have the champions right there. Photo up for the Instagram, you know, got to keep social media happy.
Such a cool event here. The Urban Sessions in Brussels, Belgium. The second stop of the UCI Bmx Freestyle World Cup.
This has been a rad event for sure. Weather has been amazing. Day one was crazy with the weather, and after we got that out of the way, it's been sunny every day. We've been able to have our practices, contests, everything uninterrupted. Just being here at the park is beautiful. Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to hear from you that you've been part of the event. You rode amazing, and there's no better point of view than yours. And thanks, you know, for being here with me and sharing all your comments and all your experience. It's super powerful. So this is...
Mon premier podium, c'était au Fils de Montpellier il y a 1 mois maintenant.
Do you understand
a little bit?
French? It'd be cool if any of us, we understand a bit of French to translate this.
Et je sais pas quoi vous dire, merci beaucoup.
Yeah, he said thank you very much.
You started your BMX career watching a major BMX competition. You've got a lot of young fans out there. What do you want to say to all of the young kids that are looking up to you right now?
Pour tous les jeunes, j'aimerais vous dire de croire en vos rêves, de jamais rien lâcher. C'est ce que j'ai fait depuis petit. J'ai assisté à ma première compétition en tant que spectateur au Fils de Montpellier. Et je me retrouve ici sur la première place du podium. Donc si j'ai un conseil à donner à tous les jeunes, c'est de jamais rien lâcher, toujours croire en ses rêves. Et tout est possible.
All right, he said that all is possible. He said that he started his first competition in Montpellier, France. He's from Sérignan. He's from right around the corner. He said that he was very happy to be here and finally make it here. More or less. That's what my French kind of gives me.
Thanks, Daniel. That was actually a good motivating word coming from 𝗔𝗏, and it's so good to see him win, and so cool to see him like transmit his energy to the crowd.
Yeah, man, this has been another good finals. We had the women's finals earlier. That was crazy. We had Hannah Roberts win that event, and now here we have 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗏. You know, this sets him very well for the ranking. We'll show the ranking a little bit. And, you know, next up will be Australia in a few months. We'll have the Worlds right before it. So we might have a new world champion then. Hopefully it'll be me.
Yeah, hey.
Just plugging myself in there.
Looking for that one.
And here's the ranking. So 𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗡𝗦 leading the ranking, Logan and Christopher in number 3. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. You have 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓 in there, Kenneth. Unfortunately, Rim didn't make it here to Brussels. Not sure why, but he's still, you know, 11th right now, and I think it's gonna be interesting for the Gold Coast.
It's cool to have you reading this, you know, overall ranking, because you got a lot of different points of view on the numbers, and you know, like you just mentioned, Japanese Rim Nakamura that would not be here, and but yeah, that's the standings for the overall ranking, and that's about it, guys. I'm happy that this all went well. Thanks Brussels, thanks Belgium. This was the second stop of the UCI BMX World Cup. Thanks everyone, and see you soon. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you, everyone. See you later.